You know how this goes. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, millionaires. I am back. And as you can hear, I am determined to finish this maxi skirt in this video. I almost skipped it and did something else. But I didn't have all my products for the other project, so it's not gonna get skipped. But we got a wonderful project coming up after this one. All right, I'll be right back. I am zigzagging all the way around the back of the skirt. I already did the front panel all the way around. Now I'm zigzagging all the way around the back panel. So we got the split in place. We got it sewn down. And once we get through sewing all the way around, I'm gonna hem both sides, the front and the back panel. I'm gonna go ahead and have it hemmed so we can start doing our, I always say pleating. Ruffling is ruffling to me. I don't know what else it could be called. We're gonna say ruffling, okay? So I'll be back, all right? All right, since I zigzagged, I'm not gonna do a double turn. I'm only gonna turn once and iron for my hem. Not gonna pin, just gonna give it a little pressing so it'll know where to go when I start sewing. All right, I'll be back when I get to the machine. All right, millionaires, we have the front panel and the back panel hemmed and ironed. Well, I'm ironing the front now. We already did the back. So next, I'm going to do the pleating. Lord, the ruffling, the pleating, the whatever. And I'm going to put my machine on the widest stitch that I have and the loosest, because we're going to do a base stitch across the front panel, and then we're going to do the same at the top of the back panel. So we're going to basting stitch all the way across, start at the beginning, all the way across the top. And you want to be about, let's see, say we're here. Let's start 1/2 inch down from the top is where your basting stitch needs to be. All the way down the back, all the way down the top front. All right, top back, top back, top back, top front, 1/2 inch down base stitch. Widest stitch you have, and probably the loosest, because you got a lot of fabric to pull through. So let me go over here and get my base stitching in, and I'll be right back. So this is how I set my machine. My longest stitch is 4. My widest is, well, I only put it on 3 because I don't think the wideness matters. I don't think. Tension, I have on 0. Okay, so tension and length of the stitch is more important to me when doing a basic stitch. The width is more important to me when I'm doing zigzag. Okay, so that's where I am now. I'm getting ready to do my stitch so we can pull. Let me show you the one I did already. All right, just sewing that stitch gives us just a little bit of ruffling there. You see that? And I have it right at the top by my zigzag stitch. Okay, and I left a long thread out on each side to pull with. So you have to be very careful, because if it breaks, you may have to sew it again. So you just want to be very careful when pulling, okay? Let me see what both sides. They're both sides. And I either pull one side or the other. And I just pull back on the fabric, and I pull one way on the thread and one way on the fabric. And I'm just going to gently go through, moving my ruffle down. Gently going through. Okay, I got a long way to go. So I'm going to do the front first. Do the front first, and then I'm going to measure it with my waistband to know where I want my ruffles to be and all of that good stuff. I'm just talking. I'm not even in the screen. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me get this one stitched in, and I'll get the pulling, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I pull that thread, and I just push those ruffles down gently. I do not want my thread to break. So I'm pushing, and I pull the thread, push the fabric down, and then slowly push my ruffles all the way down so it can go across the front of the skirt until we get it all ruffled close together. Then we can measure it, loosen it as much as we need to according to the band. Just pushing those ruffles down, pushing them down, gently pushing them down. Now they have other methods. Wire, you can use wire to sew your zigzag, and then use a I don't know, I think I got on top of something right there and got stopped. And then use cord. It'll do good. I wonder why it stopped right there like that. There's nothing there to stop it. Trying to smooth out, I got a little kink there. It ain't moving. Oh, wait, it moved. Ooh, it moved, y'all. Ooh. All right, let's pull, honey. And then at a certain time, I'm going to stop on this side, and I'm going to go to the other side and meet myself in the middle with the ruffles. I'm almost at the split. See, I pulled that much. I'm just pushing them down. I pull my thread, and I just push those ruffles down. Pull my thread gently. Push my ruffles down gently. Make sure you ain't went too far because you don't want to push them off. Look, I'm already across there. Look, didn't even know it. So now I'm about ready to get my band and measure up. Then spread them out. Okay, now I'm going to go to the other side because it's kind of tight on this side. So I have that long thread in my wrapped around my fingers so I can pull and do the thing, do the doggone thing, y'all. Okay, we almost done. Now this little end want to get stuck. I'm glad I didn't start at this end. I would have had trouble. All right, now we are, look, this is how big it is. Let me get over here so we can lay it out and measure it with the waistband. All right, so we're gonna fold our waistband in half. And put it up here. Yeah. Now I'm gonna stretch this to fit my waistband. I'm gonna let some of the wrinkles out, some of the ruffles, just let them loose. You only need so many. Spread them out evenly. Okay, let's see what we're looking like. All right, let me pull a little more over here. Pull a little more out on this side. It's a little stiff on this side. Work it out gently because you still don't want to break it. Okay, a little bit more. So on one end, to one end. I think that's good enough. That's good enough right there. So I want to just spread these out in the middle. So I won't have no big gaps. I don't need nothing else to come off the ends. All right. I'll be right back and we'll be ready for the next step. All right, I got my ruffles done. I'm going to sew across to hold them in place. Now, I'm not going to do it from edge to edge, just in case I need a little allowance when it's time to put the band on. I want to be able to give myself a little stitching room in case I need it. But I'd be so scared all of my ruffles gonna come out before then. So I'm gonna start not at the very end, but like around here. And I'm gonna sew my stitches in. I mean, my ruffles. Now, I'm not gonna sew on my, I'm gonna try to sew on my zigzag line that I already had made on the basting line is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna try to stitch there. But like I say, I'm not gonna be at the edge in case I need room to flare out. But I don't want all these stitches to come out while I'm doing all this other sewing. While I got them spreaded like I like them. They looking good. We're gonna get them in place and keep them in place. So I'll return after I do that. Okay, I have my ruffles in place. Now I'm going to sew one side of the back to one side of the front. And this will be the side that the zipper is not going to go on. And I don't know what side I want that on. I think I want my zipper on my right side. Wait a minute, let me find it. I want my zipper on the right side. Let me see. Well, my split is on the right side. Do I want my zipper on the same side as the split? I do. It has to be. I'm a right-sided girl. So we're going to sew face to face the left side of the skirt. The right side of the skirt I'm not going to sew because that's where my zipper goes. I'm going to leave the zipper side open. All right, so we're going to sew this together, right side to right side. And this is the left side of the skirt. Let's hope everything comes out. And I've already hemmed, so we want to make sure that bottom part goes together. I'm going to do a 5/8 seam. And I will be right back. All right, I have that side together. Now I'm going to pin the waistband on and hopefully everything comes out right. Let me fix my thread. Okay. All right, let me get set up and I'll be right back. All right, we're pinning on the waistband. So right side to right side, we're going to pin. This will let us know everything all right. Hopefully everything turns out great with the length and everything. If not, then I left extra to squeeze in or squeeze out, whatever is needed. What the world was that? The noise was. But I'm gonna pin this on. Make sure it's spread out good. I don't know what's happening here, why I'm not liking this. Oh, okay, there it is. That was really ruffled. That was so ruffled. I didn't know what it was doing. It confused me. All right, well, we're going all the way down the length of the skirt. So I'm pinning, and I'll be back once I get everything pinned. All right, so we are sewing the waistband on, and I'm just moving it as I go, making sure I don't catch too much fabric on the back side, and I'm only catching, you know, ruffle. If it bunches up, just unbunch it. You just go slowly, a little bit at a time, and you should be okay. I hope. I hope I'm gonna be okay, millionaires. Okay, so let's see, because we got some big ruffles here. All right, so I'll be back once I get the band sewn all the way on. All right, so I'm gonna press my seam up because it's going inside of the band. So I want to make sure that's up. I don't want to mess up my ironing my thing, my ruffles. Yeah, we're going up, up, up. All right, that's good enough. I have pressed my ruffles. I don't like that. Now I'm gonna fold it down and iron it and get ready to put my zipper in. So I know I want to sew this in the ditch right here on this side. So I want this at a decent angle where I know I'm gonna catch it and it's just not too much hanging off. You know what I mean? To where it just looks ridiculous on this side. But I gotta be able to catch it. So that's pretty much half folded down halfway and press. I might go on and stick a pin in it. I'm putting the zipper on next, y'all. So if I put this pin in here and I keep getting stuck, I'm gonna be so upset. But I don't want this to move. I don't want it to move at all. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get this iron and I'll be back in preparation for putting the zipper in. Now I'm gonna base stitch my right sides together, face to face. We're gonna baste it closed from the beginning to the length of the zipper. So start your zipper off at the top. Got that thing on it. Now I want, I'm gonna be closing my skirt with this. So I want my little thingy at the top. Okay. And then we're gonna stop it right here. So I'm basting from here to here. Then the rest of the way down will be a regular stitch closing up the skirt. Okay? Let me pin where I'm gonna stop basting at. Yes, because I need my skirt to close up all the way to the top. And I'm gonna baste all the way to right here. Now the rest of the way I will be stitching. So I'm basting from here to here. Rest of the way be a regular stitch all the way down. Okay, I'll be right back so we can get our zipper pinned on. All right, so I'm gonna iron down that seam I just basted. I'm gonna iron it open. And I'm gonna stick my zipper on there and sew it close. Sew it down. Sew it close. Sew it down. I'm gonna have the teeth right in the center of this seam. I hope I got this seam big enough, y'all. I kind of went a little wonky there. Well, let me pin it in. See, I'm just pinning that on. Now, I'm telling you, sew this side first. Then you come over to this side and sew this side. Once you got those two sewn, then you come and you sew it all the way down. Down, round, and back up. Then you open up your thing here. Open it up. You know what I'm talking about, millionaires. Open it up. Wait a minute. Millionaires, I made a boo-boo, but since it's mine, I'm gonna leave it that way. But I want to let you know that I put my zipper in completely wrong. When you're doing your zipper with a band, do not fold your band all the way over and sew it down until you get the zipper on, okay? Once you get the zipper on, then you can fold it over, which will be folding your zipper along with the band. And all this part right here won't be showing. Your band will be covering this part. My band was supposed to cover this part, but I rushed and I didn't care because it's mine. So please remember, if you're confused, you can go back and watch my video of the last skirt I made. I actually did that one correctly. Okay. So I'm going to open this up. I guess, you know me and my base stitching. And see what we got. See what I need to do to secure my zipper. Since I did the half step. And when I say I did the half step, I did the half step. I don't know what I'm pulling, what I'm breaking. But I hope it's the right thing. Okay. I think it is. I think I'm getting it. So I'm going to fix my zipper once I get it open. Because when I say I half step, and that's it, man. We didn't put pockets on here. And we already hemmed. So we are literally done with the skirt. So all I need to do is get into this zipper. If I can find the right thread to pull. Can't seem to find no thread to pull and open it on up. All right, one more time, I believe. Trying to open it up for y'all so you can see me open and close. Yeah, I did some half stepping. But like I say, you sew down one side, you base stitch your seam closed, sew your zipper on one side to the flap, to your seam flap, sew your other side down, then sew the sew it all the way around the edges. Just to hold it down. You know what? Me and my basting, it's supposed to be so simple to open up a base stitch. Why is it so hard for me? Now I just pull that thread all the way down, yet and still I am not gonna be on the zipper. Let me get this open, you guys, and I will be right back to show you the way I put my zipper in on this one. I'll be back. All right, millionaires, we are complete. That is top to bottom. That's the front. This is the back. Hope you can see me good. I hope I can wear it. There's my split. Not that high, is it? And I actually had it lower than that at first, but we'll see when I put it on. Okay, so of course I'm going to do a short, so you'll see if I can actually wear it, you'll get a short. If I can't, then the next video, I'll be telling you we're going to be making it into something else, okay? But I think I'm going to love it, millionaires. But yes, that's it. My beautiful designer maxi skirt with a high split. Thank you again, millionaires, for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when I'm here, finally finishing this maxi skirt. That is. Peace, millionaires. Peace. So, did you like, share, subscribe? Did you hit the bell to be notified?